Hey everybody, this is your girl Snow, and this is Snow in the house. And today I want to talk about menopause. I wish more people were talking about menopause. So when things happen to us, we would have a village or a community of other women that we could talk to. Yesterday, I had what I like to call a menopause flare-up, where I woke up exhausted after sleeping a normal 7 hours. Life of a teacher is already hard. It's very time consuming. It is draining. But the reward at the end of the day is in the eyes of the kids. So I just knew this week and getting ready for Black History Month was just a lot going on. So Saturday I looked forward to catching up on sleep and spending time with my family, and I had someplace I wanted to go and be. And menopause said no. Menopause said, I'm finna take over your whole body, mind, and spirit. And it was nothing that I could do about it. Literally. Just to give y'all some background context, premenopause can start as early as 37 into your 40s. You'll still be having your cycle, but once your cycle starts to slow up, lighten up, or stops, when it stops for a year, you've gone through menopause. Menopause technically is just that year after your cycle stops. All the things that lead up to when your cycle stops in that year would be premenopause. After you've gone through the year of your cycle having been there, you're in postmenopause. And I was doing some more research yesterday. The postmenopause never stops. So if anybody told you that it does, some people they do ease up with it. I have some elders in my family that my aunt said it ain't never bothered her, never none. But some people do. Some people get their serotonin and their dopamines. They have a lot of, sex throughout menopause and postmenopause. And they seem to handle menopause like it is nobody's business. It's just what it is. But normally menopause starts for 51 and older. So if you're experiencing it before, we have a long road. So I can't really speak on the average woman who goes through menopause if there's an average person, because everyone's body is different. I've shared with you several times in the past, which is probably one of the worst decisions that I made was having a hysterectomy. When they told me that a hysterectomy was going to stop all the pain that I've had since I was 16. I've been on different things to stop my cycle because my flow was staying in me and wasn't passing with a normal cycle, and it would get hard and it would hurt. And in trying to alleviate those pains, you can also go through some surgeries to help remove the scar tissue. But after about 4 of those that happened to me, there was no longer an option to go in and scrape to remove those the blood that would not flow out regularly in my cycle. So for women like me, or women who have some type of ovarian issue, fibroid issue, cancer issue, the best method for us is what the doctors say is to have the hysterectomy, which was probably the worst decision that I've ever made. And when my Doctor gave me the image of my ovaries after the surgery. It was healthy. So was that the cause of all my pain, all the scar tissue that was building up? The human body is amazing. So there's not really one cause of anything. Just at the time, at 34, I had my baby, and we decided we wasn't gonna have any more kids, because they wanted to put my health first. So, I know I've also shared in another video, maybe years ago, that after having my hysterectomy and they sewed me up, and after 5 weeks or so, my stitches came loose and my intestines and everything inside of me fell out. Luckily, I serve a good God. EMT came as fast as they could, got me to the hospital as fast as they could, and I went in for another emergency surgery to put all my organs back in and then sew me up again. Then it took another 7 to 12 weeks of healing in order to do that. I, at the time, was even blessed to have had an employer. She was a female, my boss, that understood what I was going through, and I was able to work from home, and I wasn't at risk of losing my job at the time. But as I got well and went back to work, then I was let go. You know, it would look real bad in HR if they let somebody go while they were sick and healing. So they waited until I was back enough to let me go for, time off. It was a lot. So for those who have gone through that way, that's similar to mine, I pray for you for comfort, and I pray for you for healing, and I pray for you for mental stability. My quality of life has changed so much, because really I was told 34 when it took place that I'll have just 5 years of kind of dealing with hot flashes and dealing with the hormonal imbalances, and then after that I should just experience the normal things that women go through. All untrue. They can't really tell you what your body's gonna do. And now I sit here 13 years later, and my health is worse than what it was when it comes to other things. And the other things that I was reading up yesterday, because it took over my whole life yesterday, I couldn't do anything. I was that exhausted and that tired that I couldn't even really move or get up or had the energy to do anything. And so me being an educated Black woman, went to the internet trying to figure out, what is this? Because it's not the first time it's happened. I've woken up many a days with the room spilling, me throwing up, unable to get up and go to work. And again, I'd be lucky and blessed to have bosses that are understanding to the needs of a woman and our health. So if you're a woman going through stuff and it's impacting your days at work, but you have an understanding boss, tell them thank you, because they don't have to give us the time or be that, have sympathy and empathy. I knew there was going to be hot flashes, that's a given. And they have hormone therapy treatments. But with me having it so young, they really didn't recommend a lot of hormone treatments that made sense, that didn't make me even sicker. So I've tried the patch. I've been back on birth control, Lupron. And then I was just like, you know what? You just have to deal with it naturally and just try to do those things. Natural herbs, this and that. Health food, eating healthier. Yeah, do all those things. Change the diet. Cook your own food. You're still bloated because you're going through the change. But after 13 years of going through the change, and after reading some more research about my journey started at 34, and now I'm 47, about to be 48. What's wrong? And why is it so bad? Because your estrogen has depleted. Your testosterone has depleted. And when you don't have those hormones working, your body starts to shut down in different ways. I can't sugarcoat this. And again, menopause and me being a Pisces, I'm emotional. But this is what we need to see. This is what we need to hear people talking about. So I'm still looking down at my notes. Y'all know I write down everything that I'm going to say before I say it. But I've always had like an inhaler. I ran cross country in high school. So breathing and doing long things of activities like running cross country was tearing my lungs up, right? So I had an inhaler until I just decided I can't run anymore because it was just doing too much. And I really hadn't had any problems with asthma or anything until this year. It's gotten so bad. And I really wasn't understanding why it was so bad. Like the elements in my house, it's not dusty. I mean, every place has dust, right? At school, I mean, I've been at the same job for the last 4 years. So I didn't have any outbreaks like this until recently. And it has put me into the hospital for asthma attacks. What is that? Then doing some more research, especially last night. Losing the amount of hormones that I've had, it causes respiratory problems. I have never had problems with my cholesterol ever, and my heart, and none of that until now recently. So now I'm taking all these blood thinners and stuff on my heart, steroids inside of my inhaler. But people just still not tell me why. They haven't pinged it to menopause, and my primary care is a man. Not to fault him for being a man, but I don't think they really understand how modern medicine and what we're going through with menopause is the internal medicine is the same. And I think they need to be more educated on what women are doing as opposed to going to the gynecologist. I was told that I didn't have to go to the gynecologist that much anymore because I no longer had my reproductive organs. So I still went and got my yearly mammogram. I've never had, to be honest, bad hygiene or anything else like that to warrant anything. And don't go around having yeast infections. I don't have UTIs. It's just none of those things that I know some women go through. But now I don't even know what. I've been watching my girl Melody, and I don't know if y'all pay attention to the We Don't Care movement. menopause, we don't care. I've had to just be like, you know what? I can't care about what's going on with everybody else who wants my time. I don't have the energy to give you my time. Because I give my time every day, Monday through Friday, to my kids. And in the expense of that comes my family. There's not even time with them. If menopause want to say, I'm finna take your time and your energy today. Hair loss, everywhere. Everywhere, hair loss. And I'm just like, trying to deal with the changes and what it's looking like in the mirror every day. Has been hard, y'all. I put on a brave face. I try to attend all the meetings that I can in the community. Being an educated and informed voter. I belong to organizations that I've either had to step down from because I just don't have the energy to do. And who wants to be going and telling people all your personal business? But y'all know I share here at Snow in the House. This has been my outlet since COVID. So I'll maybe not be on here as much as I can. And please excuse me for the tears. But this ain't easy. It's not fair to my husband. It's not fair to my kids. Only thing I can do some days is just cry for what I don't even be knowing. Depression kicks in. You don't know if you're coming and going. Then you go to the therapist. Your mental health is all through the roof. You can't sleep. So they give you something for that. And they give you something for that. And nobody is getting to the root cause of how to deal with the post-menopause when it was forced upon you. It's not happening naturally for women. Maybe the majority of the women is. And maybe I should look up some stats on when you're not part of the norm. But I'm sure you can't imagine 13 years of losing vital hormones and the effect of that on your body has been a lot. I know when you see me, you don't see it. Because most of the women that go through menopause, we suffer in silence. Except for the person who sees you the most. If you married, that's your man. If you have a family, those is your kids. And they watch you struggle day after day. And they love on you anyway. That's love. But I shouldn't have to go around explaining this to anybody. You would think you would just say, oh, I'm not feeling well. And that should be enough. Other people expect your time too. And who want to be telling everybody about your medical health every time you just don't feel like it and you can't? There's not enough sick days in a year that menopause has taken over, and I've had to push through it to go to work. And the mental toll that takes on any woman that has to push through this curse. I'm gonna call it a curse. And I don't blame nobody. Who can you blame? Except for having a hysterectomy was the worst thing I've ever had. Even though they told me that was the best solution to stop me from hurting. I still hurt. Because because I'm still young enough that my body still goes through the changes every month. I still get those short pains because I'm supposed to be having a cycle. My body knows that I'm supposed to have a cycle, and it's not having a cycle. And it sucks. I just know I be at my wits' end sometimes, and I don't have no answers. And then when you go seek answers, like I did last night, it just sent me down another dark road and dark path of no solutions. But at least I know these other health concerns that I'm having is due to that. And it's not positive on what continues to happen if you don't get your hormones replaced. So I'm not going to be not proactive, because I've been proactive this whole time. I'm going to look for a specialist in my area that specializes in hormone therapy treatment. But Oprah out here got her own hormone therapy treatment that I'm finna look into. I can't run off the name of it right now, but it's something that has acronyms and it starts with a B something. And you know, if Oprah is doing it, she is looking good and fabulous, and it is available out here for everybody. That's if your insurance cover it. So we will see, because I gotta find somebody who gives a damn about my body. That's a physician. And we already know that doctors don't be giving two shakes and fans about the black woman body. That's been going on since the beginning of time. So you just got to find somebody willing to care about you and help guide you through these changes. Because for me, I've been, again, being very proactive this whole time and not really seeing the results that I need as I continue to get worse in some areas of my health. So, ladies, the best thing that we can do is stay proactive, educate ourselves more, because it's not like we don't know she coming, okay? Every woman knows that she coming, and she gonna be here sometime in your 50s, and it's gonna be full blown. If you don't get her to come to your life in your 40s, she gonna start. Pre-menopause can start, like I said, anywhere between the age of 34 and, well, her technically not being, you doing your post after 50, 51 to 55. And then forever. But with having it later on in life, your body is aging, so therefore your hormones are going down at a level and a rate and a pace that it's supposed to naturally. I'm really talking about them women who it is not happening naturally, that it is happening way before time. And I know I'm not alone. And this is what these snows in the houses is for, because I know I'm not alone. Of bringing awareness. That's really all I could do through the stories that I share here with Snow in the House. So I think that's all I have for you. Some more being proactive, being transparent. And if you haven't seen me out here, now you know why. It's not that I don't want to be out here promoting and supporting everybody who's running for office and being at the meetings and letting my voice be heard and standing up for my community. All those things is true. My desire is there all day, every day. But it's probably more of the embarrassment of talking about it to so many people that I touch in my everyday life, that I've retreated just back into my home, because I just don't have it to give. And that's okay. I'm about to be okay with that, because ain't nobody gotta live for me. I ain't here to make nobody happy but me, my family. And that's it. Yeah, we gotta work. We gotta go out into the world and be our great self. But there are roadblocks in this journey called life that we all gotta get through, work through, jump over, and I'll be damned if I let it take over my life. But it's hard. I will tell you that. So it's still being proactive and eating the right foods and exercising. Again, when do you have the energy to do any of those things? I barely had the energy to get up and go to work every morning. But we do. Unless you are fortunate enough to be a stay-at-home homemaker. That's so 80s. To be a stay-at-home homemaker. Just raise your children and tend to your house and your man. But it is 2026, y'all. We degreed up and we have goals and dreams and aspirations that we want to do. And again, I'd be damned if menopause takes those from me. Knowing that I'm only about to be 48 years old. So, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power, ladies. And even to the men. This video is for you too. You got to be able to support your woman, hold her hand, build her up, help her through, hold her hand, walk with her, in front of her, hold her up. Because again, she can't do this alone. And if she is doing it alone, there are groups out there. Please go get you a therapist, a counselor, or somebody for your own mental stability. So you think that it ain't just you. No, baby, you are not alone. It's all women will go through this. So this is my little part to help out with that. So I'm gonna get off. Thank y'all for watching. And if nobody told you today that they love you, I do. And if nobody told you that you're special, you are. And if nobody told you you're great, you are great. Check in on those people who you think are the strong ones. Check in on them. Especially over the age of 45. Because they going through it. If they over the age of 50 and you done seen them be everywhere and ran everywhere and then you don't see them no more, check in on them. You don't know what they going through. It might be health, it might be mental, it might be work, it might be stress. Ain't no matter what it is, but if they've been strong for you and you don't see them and you ain't talked to them, do better and be better and check on them. And I'm definitely leaving on that. I love you. You're special and you're great. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and the rest of Black History Month.